It was then, out of pure desperation, that I began my intense study of the brain and the Bible in an effort to understand what was happening to me. Why was I fine one day and then miserable the next? Why was my brain malfunctioning, where thought and reason was just out of grasp? Now, in my search, I found a number of contributing factors to successfully building mental resilience. And the number one thing I found is to build a team of like-minded individuals. Now, I also came across a bunch of random factoids that may be a hoot at dinner parties. So I'm going to share one of those with you today. Now, who in here has heard of the American draft horse, the Clydesdale? A couple of you? Fantastic. Well, did you know it has an even bigger cousin, the Belgian draft horse? And that horse can pull an impressive 8,000 pounds, or 4 tons. To put that in perspective, that's like dragging a 40-foot shipping container down Main Street. But under the right circumstances, that draft horse could actually pull 4 of those shipping containers, 36,000 pounds. And I'm going to show you how. A great example of the squad working together in small teams was a 40-year-long study done by the Department of the Army. They wanted to find out why the military was so formidable on the battlefield. In the study, they narrowed it down to one single element, the squad. They concluded that when we fight in squads, we are more successful because every member of the squad values the squad over themselves. And they fight harder and longer than anyone ever thought possible because they don't want to let their squad down. You see, the military, we fear failure more than we fear death. Now, remember those draft horses? The one could pull 8,000 pounds, but if yoked with a second draft horse, they didn't just double their output of 16,000, but they could pull an impressive 24,000 pounds. Because you see, when they were yoked together, they would each be striving and pulling and pushing, trying to take the lead. In that fierce competition with each other, they would exert more energy, maximizing their true potential. Now, in your current team and sphere of influence, ask yourself, are the people around you going to challenge you, encourage you, push you to reach your full potential? Now, remember those 2 young draft horses? If you take them and you yoke them together, you work with them, you train them, they learn to labor in unison. They don't pull 8,000, 16,000, or even 24,000, but a whopping 32,000 pounds, 4 times the amount that they could do alone. Not by being in competition with one another, but in collaboration. So when you have your next big goal or you're building your next team, build it with a clear metrics for success with shared values and goals. Remember the draft horse, the ancient wisdom of Scripture, and current business research that shows that your squad will be 58% faster and 72% more profitable. Thank you. I'm Aaron Quinones.